Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to look at December 2024 in the Faroe Islands.
Sounds good.
All the news and events that happened there last month.
Right.
And as always,
Right.
you can check out more of our content like this, plus some gaming videos
Yeah.
on our YouTube channel, Pal's Fundamentals.
Yeah, lots of good stuff over there.
Yeah.
So December in the Faroe Islands.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it.
We'll start with the politics because,
Yeah.
that's always kind of a fun
Always a good place to start.
place to start. Yeah.
Yeah.
So December 12th, right before the holiday break, the coalition partners in Parliament were clashing over the budget.
Yeah, imagine trying to get that done before everyone goes home for Christmas.
I know.
Must have been some tension there.
Yikes.
Also, in Parliament, they were debating changes to the penal code on December 2nd.
Okay.
And then there was a proposal to protect endangered species that they were considering on December 19th. And locally, there were protests about potential changes to municipal boundaries on December 16th.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, a lot going on politically.
Mm.
And then, of course, on December 5th, we had a new round of negotiations begin with the EU for a fishing agreement.
Right. And those are always really important for the Faroe Islands.
Huge implications for the autonomy.
Huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So big news there. And then speaking of the economy, on December 3rd,
Okay.
Bakkafrost, the salmon farming giant, they sold part of their operations in Scotland.
Interesting.
Yeah. Big move for them.
Before we move on, let me just remind everybody to check out our YouTube channel, Pal's Fundamentals.
Oh, yeah.
For more videos like this and some great gaming content.
Absolutely. Go check that out.
Okay, so in other business news, a brand new shopping center opened in Runavik on December 6th.
Yeah, that's right. So must be nice for the people over in Runavik.
I'm
to
sure.
have a new place to shop.
Yeah, new stores and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and Christmas shopping was through the roof this year. It broke all records, according to reports that came out on December 18th.
Wow.
And then, of course, the sales started on December 27th.
Naturally. Of course. Got to get those deals.
Yeah, gotta love a good sale.
Okay, so moving on to kind of the social and cultural events that were happening that month, the Christmas Village in Tórshavn opened on December 1st.
So festive.
I know.
Always a good time.
And the Faroe Islands' largest Christmas party took place on December 7th.
Oh, wow.
So
That sounds fun.
I imagine that was
I bet.
I bet that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, good time. And then we had churches all over the islands holding their Christmas concerts on December 15th.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's always a nice tradition.
I love Christmas music.
Yeah, me too.
And then on December 20th, a new book on Faroes art was published.
Oh, cool.
So something
for the art lovers out there.
Yeah, something new to check out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for sports fans, the Volleyball Cup Finals took place on December 1st.
Hey.
We also had some Faroe swimmers competing in an international competition in Denmark on December 15th.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And for any of you runners out there, there's a New Year's half marathon in Tórshavn on December 28th.
Oh, nice.
So lots going on.
Yeah, sounds like a busy month.
Yeah, and remember, you can always find more content like this, plus some great gaming videos over on our YouTube channel, Paul's Fundamentals.
Yeah, check it out.
Now, let's switch gears here and talk about some of the news related to health and the environment that was happening last month in the Faroe Islands.
All right, let's do it.
So on December 5th, the National Hospital hosted a theme day on women's health.
Okay.
And then new initiatives to combat bullying in schools were announced on December 11th.
That's good.
Yeah,
Important topic.
definitely.
Yeah.
An environmental group protested a planned wind farm expansion on December 9th.
Interesting.
And scientists released new research on December 17th about the impact of microplastics on seabirds. Yeah.
Not good.
Okay, so before we wrap up this part, our December deep dive, let's talk a little bit about the weather that folks experienced last month in the Faroe Islands.
Okay.
What was it like?
Well, as you know, December in the Faroe Islands is
Yeah.
typically known for its kind of unpredictable weather patterns.
Yeah,
You know, you never know what you're going to get. You get a mix of sunshine and rain and wind.
definitely.
Yeah.
And without any specific data, it's hard to say whether December 2024 was particularly stormy or mild.
Right.
Yeah,
But, you know, the dynamic weather is definitely part of what makes the Faroe Islands so unique.
for sure. Before we move on, let me just remind everybody to check out Pal's Fundamentals on YouTube
Yes.
for more content like this, plus some gaming videos.
Go check it out.
All right, so now let's delve into some other news and noteworthy events that happened in the Faroe Islands last month.
That sounds good. Let's do it. Okay, so on December 9th, the government announced plans to digitalize public services.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, making it easier for people to, you know, kind of access information. interact with government agencies,
Yeah.
all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then also on December 10th, reports came out that Atlantic Airways had increased its flight schedule
Oh, okay.
during the Christmas season.
I imagine.
More people traveling,
Like I said.
people coming home, tourists, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Chamber of Commerce organized a conference on December 14th
Okay.
about education and the labor market.
Interesting.
Very
Boy,
important.
looking at,
Yeah.
skills gaps and making sure that the workforce is ready for the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So before we move on to some of the social and cultural events that were happening, let's take a quick break and remind everybody to check out Pulse Fundamentals on YouTube
Yes, please do.
for more videos like this and some fantastic gaming content.
Absolutely. Okay, so social and cultural events. Looks like there were just numerous Christmas events happening all over the country on December 4th.
Oh, wow.
So lots of fun to be had.
Yeah, sounds nice. I got
The whole country getting in the holiday spirit.
I'm sure.
And then on December 8th, Kringvarp Faroe announced their Christmas schedule.
Okay.
So all the special programming.
And sure,
Okay.
holiday movies and
The movies, the specials,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
concerts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then on December 12th, a traditional St. Lucie procession took place in the Tórshavn Cathedral.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we had the Christmas Eve services in churches across the islands on December 24th,
Of course.
and Christmas Day celebrations
Naturally.
the next day.
Mhm.
And then Anarjola de Gur,
Yeah.
also known as Boxing Day, on December 26th.
Right. A little more time to relax.
Right.
Maybe do some shopping
Yeah.
if you're into that kind of thing.
Get those deals.
Exactly.
And then finally, of course, New Year's Eve celebrations on December 31st.
To wrap up the year.
Exact.
To bring in the new year.
And speaking of new beginnings, if you're looking for a fresh start to your YouTube viewing experience, be sure to check out Pels Fundamentals
Yeah.
for more videos like this and some great gaming content.
Always a good time.
Now let's circle back to a couple of the stories that we talked about earlier and delve a little deeper
Okay.
into the environment and sustainability.
Okay.
So earlier we mentioned an environmental group protesting the wind farm expansion on December 9th. Do we know anything more about that?
Unfortunately, we don't have any details about their specific concerns or what the government's response was. But, it does highlight this ongoing conversation around renewable energy
Yeah.
and how to balance, those goals with potential environmental impacts.
Right. It's a tough one for sure.
Ah.
We also talked about some new research being released on December 17th about the effects of microplastics on seabirds in the Faroe Islands.
Right.
Do we have any information about what that research found?
We don't have the specific findings, but it likely looked at, what types of microplastics are showing up and how much, and then, how that could be impacting the seabirds' health
Right.
and their diet. This kind of research is really important, for conservation efforts.
Absolutely.
And it could lead to new policies aimed at, reducing plastic waste.
Yeah. It's definitely a reminder that even remote places like the Faroe Islands aren't immune to global pollution.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Speaking of reminders, before we move on to sports, let me remind everyone about Pals Fundamentals on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can find more videos like this one, plus some great gaming content over there.
Hmm.
Okay, so can you give us an update on those volleyball cup finals that took place on December 1st?
We don't have the final scores or anything, but, it's always exciting to see athletes competing at such a high level.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And what about the Faroe swimmers who competed in Denmark on December 15th? How'd they do?
We don't have those results either, but it's always an accomplishment, to represent your country.
Oh,
On an international stage takes a lot of dedication and hard work.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And finally, for all the runners out there, any news about the New Year's half marathon in Tórshavn that happened on December 28th?
Yeah, we don't have the finishing times or anything, but just running a half marathon,
Yeah.
especially, through the streets of Tórshavn, that's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
So as you can see, December was another busy month for the Faroe Islands, full of all sorts of events and news and developments that really impacted the lives of everybody who lives there.
Absolutely. From the political debates to the cultural celebrations,
Yeah.
the economic shifts, environmental concerns, and of course, those thrilling sporting events. It was really a month that showcased just how dynamic and resilient the Faroe Islands are.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We encourage you to learn more about anything that piqued your interest today. You can find more details on kvf.ofo using the search terms provided in the show notes.
And of course, if you're looking for more deep dives like this one, or if you want to check out some great gaming content, be sure to visit Pals Fundamentals on YouTube.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.